Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? From Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, welcome to the Riyadh Season Card main event, live on Netflix. Two of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound, are about to face each other in this main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the Ring Magazine and universally recognized, undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. And it's all brought to you by special thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority and Saudi Boxing Federation, Turki Al-Sheikh. This event is a presentation of Riyadh Season with the General Entertainment Authority, GEA, and it's all live on Netflix. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Dallas Holland, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. The three judges assigned to ringside: Tim Cheatham, Max DeLuca, Steve Weisfeld, and your referee in charge of the action at the bell, World Championship veteran referee Thomas Taylor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are in place and they are ready. The fighters are in the ring and they are ready. So for the sold-out, standing room-only crowd here at Allegiant Stadium, and for the millions watching around the world, from Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger, wearing black with khaki and red, official weight 167.5 pounds. His professional record is a perfect one. 41 fights, 41 victories, 31 big wins by knockout from Omaha, Nebraska, USA. He's a four-time, four-division, two-time undisputed world champion, presenting the former lightweight world champion, former undisputed super lightweight world champion, former undisputed welterweight champion of the world, and the current reigning super welterweight world champion, the undefeated Terrence Bud Crawford. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and gold, officially weighing in at 167.5 pounds. In 67 professional fights, he has 63 victories, including 39 wins by knockout. Only 2 defeats with 2 draws. He's the four-time four-division world champion, the former super welterweight world champion, former middleweight world champion, former light heavyweight world champion, and the reigning, defending Ring Magazine undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Sinaloa, Mexico, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Right here, gentlemen, right here, right here, right here. Coach, right here. All right, gentlemen, we got everything from the middle of the gold up is going to be good. Middle of the silver letters here up is going to be good. You got my instructions in the back, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Is Canelo Álvarez just too big, too strong, too good? Is he about to do what no one's ever done and beat Bud Crawford? Or can Bud Crawford pull the upset and become this era's GOAT? The guy that generations from now, this generation will say, I don't care who you bring. That's the best guy I've seen.
Well, in terms of the extent to which size may matter in this fight, Max Kellerman, you and others believe we will get that answer in short order as we begin round one of the super fight for the undisputed super middleweight title. Canelo Álvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. Crawford opens out of that southpaw stance.
Crawford is a 17-year pro, 41 fights, but he's still going to have to adjust to this atmosphere, to this moment, and the reality that he's facing Canelo Álvarez in that ring tonight.
And the force of the punches, that's what I'm looking for early. How does Crawford react to the force of Canelo Álvarez's punches, especially to the body?
Canelo looks slightly bigger than Terrence, but that's not the tell-all. The tell-all is when they clinch. The tell-all is when those punches get thrown. And to your point, when they start to land.
Crawford had knocked out 11 straight foes before going the distance with Madrimov back in August of 2024.
Madrimov was the biggest opponent he's faced as a pro, and it seemed largely because of the size his most difficult. And that was 2 divisions south of here.
A lot of boxing experts felt as though Álvarez needed to be on the pressure early. Crawford at times has been a slow starter, sometimes by design.
Álvarez is a master at his body position and taking ground and making the ring small, subtly and quickly in fights in that first round. And you see him doing that right here. He's just slowly taking ground, and he's forcing Crawford to give up ground. That can unnerve an opponent over time. That can train an opponent. I want to see how Crawford answers that tonight.
As is often the case on this level, you're dealing with 2 of the highest boxing IQs in the game, very fast processors, and they are studying each other right now. Big right hand from Canelo blocked.
Body shot got through for Álvarez.
2 good shots for Álvarez.
First 2 real punches of the fight.
That angle for me, that right may have been blocked.
By the way, the 2 first clean punches of the fight for Crawford.
Crawford shakes off that right hand offering of Álvarez, who now changes his level. Under a minute to go here, round 1.
Everything Canelo's thrown so far, it's been with force, but it's been blocked.
That attempt also blocked by Crawford.
The way Canelo throws, you better block those. That one landed, left hook to the body.
Good shot from Canelo. Crawford can't give up too many of those.
That's where you find out, is Crawford big enough? Can he take those kind of shots?
Over time.
Over time.
Забывай, мой потерянный рай, что в тебе таится малая. Но не забирай, пока небо сохранит тот май в ней, пока в небо еще сил набрать. Те стены забудут последний февраль, мысли унесут осенним ветрам, где минутам, где нелюдно с тобой уютно. Днем и ночью терял рассудок для тебя. Ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла. Ну скажи, любовь моя, кто тебе
get into a rhythm. But that shot right there that Canelo landed, and he's landed it in the first round, is a shot he uses often with southpaws. He doesn't throw the punch where they necessarily are, but where he thinks they're going to be. It may not look hard, but it's a hard shot, and Crawford has to find a way to not give up too many of those.
And Crawford has landed cleanly and has reddened Canelo's face this round, but I think more importantly, he has to make Canelo believe that he's fighting a real super middleweight, that he's fighting another guy his size.
Nice slip there by Crawford, getting off the center line.
Canelo is not a jabber. It's not something he does very often. His gift is pressuring with feet and cutting off the ring, like we talked about in the first round, and making that ring seem a lot smaller than it actually is. And you see him doing this right here.
Partial land to the body by Álvarez. Under 2 minutes here, round 2.
Crawford not only has to jab, good exchange from both guys.
That looked like Crawford touched Álvarez on the way in.
But he also has to feint Canelo. Has to look like he's going to do something even when he's not. It keeps the harder puncher off balance, keeps him thinking, and allows Crawford to land shots that may not be knockout shots, but shots that get respect and build points.
Crawford's doing some good work, but now the question is, if and when Canelo lands cleanly upstairs, what happens? Because that has not happened yet. And he is a big, strong super middleweight.
Canelo looks a lot different tonight than he did yesterday at the weigh-in.
Rehydrated. There was no rehydration clause, by the way. Canelo can weigh whatever he wants tonight, after making weight yesterday morning.
And Crawford seemed none too concerned with any of that noise as he partially rips the body as Álvarez exits. Getting a little bit more in combination from Crawford here in the early going. Under 30 seconds to go, round 2.
Crawford got Canelo on the back foot just a moment.
Canelo used to be...
Hold on one second, Mike. You got to believe Canelo's looking for a counter, even though his back is against the rope.
Right, Canelo used to be a masterful counterpuncher with his back against the ropes. He liked taking opponents there and countering.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
Round 2 in the books.
Crawford slowly starting to land a few more shots. Canelo landed that left hook, and Crawford answered with a right hook, missed the left hook. But that's what Crawford has to do when Canelo comes forward. He can't be mindless with his defense. He has to be defensively responsible, but he has to start countering Canelo more and more to get that respect.
You saw Crawford land the check hook as Canelo was landing the body shot, which took something off of the body shot. But in lower weight divisions, that check hook may have produced more of an effect.
You have to give him more. You have to get.
You know what you're doing. You ready to go?
WWE Star Power with us tonight. Triple H alongside Stephanie McMahon. Great to have them with us as we arrive at round 3 of the mega fight, Canelo Álvarez and Bud Crawford.
You know, the fight is still early, but Crawford has had inactivity over the last 2 or 3 years. Good shot right there from Canelo. But the inactivity or the rust has not shown. It looks like Crawford is fresh, and that he might have needed that rest, at least at his age. He'll be 38 right after this fight.
He doesn't look like a rusty fighter so far.
Yeah, much was made of that angle. Also the angle that Álvarez had fought 520 rounds as a pro to 245 for Crawford.
What you do notice, he also doesn't look so much smaller than Canelo, really. At least the effect hasn't shown up in the ring. But you do notice Crawford is doing the better boxing so far. Not by a lot, but by some. But the effect, the punches' effect on Canelo is not like the punches' effect on lighter weight fighters through 2.5 rounds.
And in these moments right here, these last 30, 40 seconds, even though Crawford is landing some shots, Canelo's trying to send a message to Crawford with the punches he's throwing and the pressure he's applying. So far, Crawford hasn't gotten the memo.
You might have seen Skipper Kelp's unofficial scorecard gave Crawford rounds 1 and 2.
I could see it. I thought the first could have gone either way. I could see giving the second to Crawford.
Good body shot right there from Canelo. A signature lead left hook to the body.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Canelo Alvarez. Skipper Kelp, talk to us.
Right now, Crawford's just doing a better job of managing the distance of the fight. He's where he wants to be right now.
Good point.
Crawford got that right hand in the way of that body shot from Alvarez. Both guys landing below 20% here early on.
You study Canelo Alvarez, you got to know that he'll have 3 or 4 times around where he presses. You can sense it, you can see it in his body language, but then he needs to rest. So Crawford is trying to press and stand his ground more when Canelo wants to rest, which is what you see right now.
Which breaks Canelo's forward momentum. Can't get a head of steam going.
That's the most responsible time to build up points if you're Crawford, is when Canelo wants to rest.
Good response by Crawford after Alvarez touched the body.
Yeah, we know that Crawford is the sharper boxer. What we haven't seen yet is what happens if and when Canelo lands something hard upstairs.
Good shot from Canelo.
Canelo likes to change levels. So far, the hard shots have been all downstairs, but it's not going to be that way all night.
Some useful body work from Canelo Alvarez in round 3.
Beautiful. Hey.
Keep touching him. Keep touching him. Upstairs and downstairs. What you're doing is you're setting a trap for him because you know he's gonna try to come with that wild shit. All right. But if you touch. Soon as he look like he get ready to go, maybe get low and then go. Catch and go.
You get frustrated because you're making him miss.
Cerrado, ya te leyó ese gancho.
Very close. And let's listen. You have to move your hips a little bit. And remember, you're really getting close distance. You need to work your shoulders when they say come back. Always listen. He's coming back. He's not coming back as quick as usual, but he's coming back to you right now. Keep it close.
Irvin Magic Johnson was not going to miss being front row for Canelo versus Crawford. Here we go, just like that, round 4 of a possible 12.
So far, however you have it scored, and I suspect it's something like 2-1 Crawford. Skipper Kelp may have it 3-0 because he gave the first to Crawford, which Crawford may have won with the only clean shot of the round. So far, Crawford is fighting his fight, and he has neutralized Canelo's offense.
Those counters are very, very important. You want to get your respect? That's how you do it.
Those were hard shots upstairs that seemed to bother Canelo and enrage him.
Alvarez presses forward, but he got touched on the way out by Crawford.
On the one hand, if you're Crawford, good. Canelo lose control. On the other hand, if he turns it into a kind of hunt-you-down fight, maybe that makes Canelo more dangerous at the size. That was the first real bad intention shot that partially landed upstairs.
Now that was a good shot right there. That right on the button from Canelo Alvarez, and Terence Crawford took it away.
He took it well. That's what I've been waiting to see.
Right up the guard now for Crawford. Shortly after Canelo had landed his most consequential strike of the fight and landed a right hand there.
Crawford's got to make that adjustment. Canelo seems to be able to land that right hand, the overhand right and the straight right as often as he wants to.
Well, I feel like Crawford's catching it mostly with his glove, Andre.
But you don't have to land clean to inflict damage.
That's right.
It's not something you want to give a guy like Canelo early in this fight.
And then Canelo just hit him hard in the chest with that right hand. And that's the first real clean, hard power shot upstairs that landed cleanly for Canelo.
Alvarez starting to open up here. 1 minute to go in round 4.
Good moments from Canelo. Downstairs, upstairs, good counter, but Canelo's getting in a bit of a groove right here.
When Canelo got his dander up, he started becoming more effective as an aggressive fighter. Can Crawford convince him not to be so aggressive with some counter shots?
That's a significant left hook from Crawford there a moment ago. Follows it up with a jab now.
Side-to-side movement from Crawford, nothing fancy. Fundamental boxing just to keep Canelo Álvarez just off balance, just enough.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen. Listen for the bell.